Hi and welcome to Section 3, Automating Browser-Related Actions. In this section, we will talk about executing JavaScript code. We will see how we can capture some screenshots. Then we will talk about a browser window automation task, for example, navigation, alerts, and so on. Then we will see how we can handle cookies. And we will finish this section with talking about WebDriver events, how we can handle and listen to some events and then perform some action after or before this event occur. Executing JavaScript code. In this video, we will talk about why to execute JavaScript code, how we can do it, and at the end we will give some examples on this action. Usually we don't want to do JavaScript code all the time. We want to do it from time to time, usually when a WebDriver is not able to do this action. For example, it can be too complicated for WebDriver, there is no built-in functionality, or there is some testing of some custom JS feature that we want to focus on. And we do this by using a method, execute_script. This is a method available in WebDriver, and this method as an argument takes one string, and this string is actually a JS code. Some examples where we can use injecting JavaScript code is when we want to check for broken images on a web page, then we want to get text from a hidden element, then for example optimizing performance of a test, scroll up and down, we can fetch URL, then we can refresh the page, for example, highlight the element, this means basically changing the style, then also we can perform drag and drop simulation and page zoom in or zoom out. Now let's go to the code and see one example of use. Here I prepared one very basic HTML web page which has only one paragraph with ID demo, and this paragraph has inner HTML text, the only paragraph. We can see how this looks in the browser. This is the whole web page. And what we want to do is, instead of this text, we want to put some other text injected by JS code. To do that, I prepared a code in Visual Studio. So I will quickly explain what we have as a code here. This is the main part that we want to focus on, and this is driver execute script. This basically means we will execute JavaScript code. This code is document get element by ID demo. This is fetching the paragraph element, and then we use inner HTML and change it to something else. In our case, it will be JavaScript injection from Selenium. To explain other parts of the code, I used time library just for the sake of presentation to have some waiting time so we can see what's going on the page. And also I use injection of JavaScript code for Chrome to zoom in the page. So this is the other example of using the JS code. And also this was used for the purpose of presentation. If we now run this code, we can just right-click and run Python file in terminal. We will see this code in action. Okay, so that's it. The code was changed and we have no errors in the execution.